Yesterday, we showed you my interview with Matt Damon about his new film, Invictus. We also talked about another new project that stems from one of his passions, American history. He and fellow actor Josh Brolin appear in a documentary, The People Speak, based on one of Damon's favorite books, A People's History of the United States. Howard Zinn has taught history for most of his life. Rarely has he produced a lesson quite like this.
I wrote A People's History of the United States.
Matt Damon has known Howard Zinn since childhood. When did you read it?
I started reading passages from it in 1980, actually. I remember when we got the book, and for Columbus Day, I took in the first chapter is about Columbus, and I took it in and was allowed to read parts of that to the class, actually, at the age of 10.
At the age of 10?
Yeah.
What about the ones on the top shelf? You read those?
The actor referenced Zinn's bestseller in the Academy Award-winning film, Good Will Hunting.
You want to read a real history book, read Howard Zinn's People's History of the United States.
First published in 1980, A People's History of the United States examines America's founding and expansion from the perspective of the revolutionaries, rebels, and rarely heard voices of dissent.
It's just an honest look at where we've come from, and the idea that all of these changes have been struggled for by everyday people, and that's a good thing, that being an American means participating in.
After Zinn's book sold 1 million copies, his publisher wanted to commemorate the achievement.
I asked him, how do you propose to do it? Well, we'll do it at 92nd Street. Why? In New York, it's usual venue for events, and we'll have some historians on stage. I said, please, not that.
Zinn had a better idea.
It happened, I knew some actors, and I thought, yeah, let's have some actors read historical documents.
Your shouts of liberty and equality, hollow mockery.
If you're reading about Frederick Douglass, I mean, wouldn't you want Morgan Freeman reading actual what Frederick Douglass wrote?
And you see these live readings, and you see the people react to the live readings.
Where did your Christ come from? He came from God and a woman. Man didn't have nothing to do with it.
As the format evolved, an idea for a film began to take shape.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Was there fighting about who was going to get to read what part?
No, on the contrary, there's so many things to be read.
Yeah.
That the big problem is cutting it into one film.
I want to be there when they talk about honor and justice and making the world safe for democracy.
In all, 96 hours of historical prose performed by today's biggest stars was condensed to produce The People Speak, which will air on the History Channel. Does it seem like this is an extra good time to be making a version of this book into a movie?
Yeah, we say at the beginning, we want this history to speak to our present situation. What is our present situation? War. And so, in many ways, the film, I think, speaks to things that are going on now.
The People Speak airs this Sunday on the History Channel. Check your local listing.